What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video we're going to be doing Odd Future Volume 2 Tape Ranked. So let's get right into it, guys. Alright, so straight off the bat, we're gonna try and keep this clear and concise because this is a lot of songs, 18 songs, and 18th is gonna be just High, the intro track. Although I will say, since it isn't really a song, but I will say that I get a kick out of it every single time I listen to it. It's one of those ones that if I'm introducing someone to Odd Future or something, you have to play that just for the jokes. Moving on then, 17 is going to be Snow White. I don't really have anything wrong with this song, but it just doesn't really set itself apart in any way. It just feels very average, subpar, mediocre. It just feels like a 5 out of 10 kind of song where there's not really anything that's making it exciting or wanting to come back to. It has a lot of elements from other songs on this list, but I just don't think it does it better than any of the songs on this list. Number 16 is going to be Dom's, actually. Now, I know a lot of people actually do like this one, I think. I don't know, I'm not really sure. Let me know down below what you guys think of all these different songs on the Odd Future Tape Volume 2. But for me personally, I think of Damo, especially in this time period, very highly. I have a high regard for him, and I feel like this being a solely Damo song, and it was just all for him, it didn't really live up to the hype, I guess is what I want to say. There are some good instances in it, but it just wasn't as exciting as I was hoping. Number 15 is going to be Real Bitch. Now, I think this one's really funny, but it's not really anything more than that, just than a joking song. And not to say that it is a bad song to be at 15. There's a lot of really good songs on here, in my opinion, for the Odd Future tape. But I'm gonna have to put Real Bitch down there. Number 14, this is gonna get some hate, but I put Sam Is Dead at number 14. I've listened to this song a lot too. I've heard it in concert. I've heard it just over the years being played all the time. I know a lot of people really like this song, but personally for me, the more I play it, the more it just gets kind of old. It feels very dated, and I do like the theme, how it still fits into the album's themes and stuff to some degree. I think the video is very good as well, but I think the nostalgia of all of that kind of plays a lot into that, and if you're not feeling that, you're not gonna really feel this song. So I do enjoy it for that factor, but other than that, it's not a bad song by any means, but it's not the best on here for sure. Now number 13 is going to be Forest Green. Now this song is a Mike G song here, and I'm not a big fan of Mike G. I think he's probably, no disrespect to him, but I do think that he's probably the worst member in Odd Future. And I do have to say, when it comes to this song, this is probably my favorite Mike G song. That's not saying much because I don't know that many Mike G songs in general. I think it's pretty catchy. I do like the beat, but my two issues are, I believe this is like a 3.5 minute song. I don't remember the exact amount, but he doesn't even fill up the full 3 minutes. He doesn't have enough material for that, it feels like, because after 2 minutes, then there's like a minute of it phasing out to the next song. So I always thought that was a little weird. And the beginning actually has a little bit of it phasing in where it's just some dead time too for the instrumental. Number 12 is going to be NY Ned Flander. I think this is a solid one. It's got some Haji on it that I enjoy. Main reason why it's down here is I think a lot of the ones above it are just really good. And I think that speaks to it as well, is just how good the track list actually is for this, to have that many songs ahead of it. Especially the next song, number 11, is going to be You Know, which is another one that that being at number 11 just shows how good the track list really is. You wouldn't believe that with 18 songs that You Know would actually be that low. I really like the catchiness to it. The intro is very good to You Know as well. I always love listening to the beginning. The first 30 seconds of the song always sounds really good. The chorus is really good on this, the hook. Then the outro with the music, I think, is just perfection. I really like that too. So I had to put it at least at 11, but you could make an argument that it's in top 5, honestly. It's just kind of what mood are you in. Now, number 10, I know a lot of people are gonna be annoyed that I put this over, you know, but I put We Got Bitches at number 10, and it's just one of the best hype tracks from those guys, you know. When an album comes out back in those days, you'd always be interested to see when's the next Taco Jasper song with Tyler on it. And man, we're gonna have to make a video eventually of all those hype songs when it comes to that, Tina, BSD, Trash Wang, all of those. We're gonna have to do a video just dedicated to all those, because this one is hilarious, man. This is definitely Taco's pinnacle, and also my favorite line is the 666 from Jasper. That is hilarious to me every single time I hear it. Now, number 9 is going to be P. That is a solid one. I really do like that song. I think the outro is hilarious. I think Tyler's bars are pretty underrated on this part. I did have, in the past, I've asked you guys what your favorite songs were on my Instagram as far as Odd Future Tape Volume 2 was. And I had a few people say it, but not too many. And I was kind of shocked just because it is a pretty unique song. It's a very good collab song. And yeah, I really like the Haji and the Tyler that come with this song a lot. So the next song on this list, number 8, is going to be Lean, and I really do like the beat on this one a lot, and I'm loving the Haji Damo collabing on this whole thing. That's one of the best things to come to on this whole album here, is if you like the style of Haji and Damo, there's a ton to like here. They just go so well together with the rapping, and this is a great example of that on this song here. Now, number 7, man, one of my favorite Haji songs. It might even be my favorite. It's up there. The original Odd Future tape actually has probably my favorite one. Which I'll leave to you guys to imagine what that may be. But 50, I really like 50. It's just a serious banger that is very aggressive in its tone. It's just Haji trying to get your attention and just get you really hyped up, and I really like this song a lot. And yeah, this time period of Haji is just some of the best there is of him. Then number 6 is Rella. Can you really call yourself a Tyler fan if you don't know Tyler's verse from Rella by heart? I mean, that's how iconic this song is. The video, hilarious, and not even just Tyler's part, but Damo's part is crazy. I love the part about Jenny Craig. I do not know why I love that so much, but it's just hilarious to me. And then we also have Haji on here as well. Just another great collab between all of them. Number 5 was a song that I think a lot of you guys thought was gonna be my favorite song from this list, and that's gonna be Analog 2. I was actually not a fan of Analog 2 when I first heard it. I thought it was just a very poor man's version of the original Analog, but now, after all of this, as time has gone on, I've come to really like it. I think I like it more now than the original Analog. I think the hook, the chorus to this song is really good. The instrumental is great. While it might not be as initially catchy at the beginning compared to the original Analog, I think, like I said, once you listen to it a lot more, come back to it after some time, I think you'll enjoy this song just as much, if not more, than the original Analog. Now, number 4, this one, it has to be one of the most iconic songs from Odd Future, probably the most iconic, and the most iconic verses from some people that are in the group, and that is Oldie. Oldie is just basically, as you guys know, the collab song with everybody from Odd Future, basically in one big song. Everybody gets a verse, and it's awesome. It's really awesome. And yeah, it's just such a cool concept. I love the idea of it, and I wish we could have got like a sequel to Oldie in some weird sense. It would have been amazing. But given this song, I'm just so happy that a song like this exists from Odd Future. To really see them all together in one song is amazing. I think Tyler's outro at the end is just a perfect way to sum up the whole song, as well as his intro is really good too. There's a lot of great verses on this. Honestly, I don't really have any verse in particular that I don't like from this. There's ones that I like more than others, but there's not necessarily one specific one that I think is really worse than the rest. I think everybody really does their part in this, and I think that's what makes the song really special. Now, number 3 is going to be HCAPD. What to say about this song? I just love the whole part that Tyler has with this. It has that Transylvania voice, the deep voice in it, and I'm always a sucker for when that voice comes in. It gives you that very aggressive tone that he just is coming to just knock some bars down, to just really hype you up and just make a serious banging song. I love the outro again on this song too, with him just basically saying, screw everybody, I don't need anybody's help, I don't want any of you guys to come to me for help. I can see why this song might not be very high on other people's lists, but personally for me, it's in my top 3. It's one of the songs I come back to the most on this. Now number 2 is going to be White. Probably my favorite Frank Ocean song. Now it's not very long, but I do really love everything about it. I think the whole concept about it, him referring to Odd Future in it, I think the instrumental is beautiful in it. It's just a perfect Frank Ocean song in my opinion, and it's a song that gets very overlooked from him because not many people know about the whole fact that he had a song even on the OF tapes. They're not as familiar with Frank as an Odd Future member, so they don't even hear this song. They're just so focused on Blonde and Channel Orange and stuff like that. So this is a real gem that many people overlook, and I really appreciate it for what it is. And last but not least, I had you guys ask me on Instagram what you guys think my favorite song on the Odd Future tape Volume 2 is, and not a single person got it right. Not even a single person guessed my top 2. So it's amazing to me nobody thought this one, and I want to know, let me know down below if this is one of your favorite songs. But my favorite song is Bitches from Haji and Damo. My God, this is so many bars in this song. It's such a great way to intro the whole album. There's so many good parts on this, clocking in like Flava Flav, like dang, I don't know, there's too much to this to like. All in all, this whole album together, like this song just represents what stood out to me the most, is collabs between some of these guys that really bring out the best in them. And this is just pinnacle Haji and Damo in my opinion. They just did so great on it, and so casually too, dropping down some great lyrics, some great bars, and just something really enjoyable. A great way to start it, so replayable for me as well. And yeah, it's just easily my favorite song on here. Well, and although the album as a whole, I gotta say, it's one of the most overlooked albums out there from these guys in general. I know a lot of big fans are really into this album, but I don't think people, especially newer fans, really come back to this other than for oldie and that's it. There's a lot of gems on this album that people need to listen to if you're into Tyler, if you're into Golfwang, if you're into Odd Future, any of these members, you need to come back to this because, like I said, there is a lot to love here. When I listen to this, going back to it, it's just like a time capsule, man. I'm already back into that time period when it came out. It's crazy. And while you may say that makes it feel somewhat dated, and I get that, but like I said, this is a time period where a lot of these guys were at the best of their abilities. Like Damo never really had a career that panned out as we all hoped, and same with Haji. So this is really the best we had from them. This is the limelight for them. It's one of my favorite albums. It's very slept on, and I hope you guys go check it out if you haven't already, because you need to check it out. It's just awesome, guys. It's so much music and so much collabing, and I think it's all for the better too. And it's a shame that the group broke up. I totally understand why they did, and it's okay by me. But I think we can all agree a Volume 3 tape would have been amazing as well. It's a shame that we couldn't get one more tape from that. But that's going to conclude the video, guys. Let me know down below what you think of this whole ranked video and what your thoughts are on all of these songs on this album. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, guys, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more Golfwang, more sneakers, more clothing, more Shuttleboy. And this is Shuttleboy, guys. I'm out, guys. Peace.